It's something we'd always wanted to do. As football fans, as gamers, we wanted to say, could you step onto the pitch? What's it like to be on the pitch? What's it like to look around Old Trafford and score a goal in Old Trafford? It's bringing out the kid in us that kind of carries through all football fans. We all came from 3 different disciplines, but the idea for the Resol is we wanted people to step into the moment of football. As we started doing it, obviously Andy's background was working with clubs, my background was in games, and Gaz in CGI. We all had different perspectives, and Andy started showing it to clubs, and they immediately picked up on the potential. Not everyone's a Premier League player, but we've made it so that you can be part of the passes, part of the build-up, part of the moments. You can ping a pass 40 yards and then you can be receiving it and taking it down like you're catching an egg. You know, we've even made it so anyone at home could do an overhead kick.
Moments are a core part of Premier League player. It allows you to step into the boots of footballers and Premier League stars and relive moments as they happened. Be able to recreate iconic goals, and it's really an immersive experience, allowing you to experience real match situations, the intensity of the Premier League, and gives you the opportunity really for you to become a Premier League player. So when we first sat down to kind of look at the moments and how we were going to choose them, I think a few of the guys thought it was going to be quite a quick process, crack on with it, just choose our favourite goals, and there, we're done. Might take a couple of days, maybe a week. Once we sat down and kind of looked into what we needed to do, including fair representation of teams and picking which of the amazing goals are going to go into moments, it quickly became really clear to us that this was going to be a process that was much more complex than that. So the data that we could use to create Premier League player is all from last season, meaning all the moments are based on goals from last season. Then looking a bit more into the creation of the moments, we set ourselves a rule of 5, which means any of the moments you'll play will fit into one of these categories. So we have goal of the month. Was the goal absolutely spectacular? So we've got Jeffrey Schlupp versus Fulham, just one of those goals where every time you look at it, it gets better. We've got playability, so we wanted to put that in as a real contributing factor to the gameplay experience. So not just scoring the goal, but the passes that make up the goal that comes at the end. We also have, was it a big occasion in the context of the season? So your teams versus like City versus Liverpool, one of those big games. We wanted to make sure there was an equal representation of teams too. So each team from Manchester City to Aston Villa and every other team in between has 2 goals scored for them and 2 goals against them, or 2 moments. So we want to make sure you can experience what it's like from multiple perspectives to play for your club. So one of the things we did was ensure every team has a goal scored at home, so fans can really experience the elation of scoring in a stadium they're either used to being in as a fan, or obviously if for those fans who live abroad or can't go to games, they see on the TV and see their heroes scoring. So obviously if you're a fan of a newly promoted team, you can still step into the stadium, whether it's Southampton at St Mary's or any of the other 2 sides. You won't be able to relive a moment, but you'll be able to do some of the other features such as headers or free play and be able to experience what it's like to score at your stadium.
So we take the data from Second Spectrum and then we run it through our proprietary system, XR Live, which allows us to get the match data as close as possible to the actual game. From that point, we can work on the focus points of the game where the VR player is going to be stood, and from there we can start creating the moment. So basically the use of our technology, in particular with XR Live, allows us to get incredibly accurate data for player movement, ball accuracy, which is key when we're going to be putting people in a VR moment, because you want to feel like you're actually immersed in it rather than just kind of watching from the side. So we work out which moment we want, and then we work out where we want to start the moment, where we want to end the moment. Starting the moment could be any place on the pitch with any player. Ending the moment, we're usually going to try and finish them after they've celebrated. And then after that, we work out the key areas on the pitch where we are going to be stood as the player. And from there, we can start working on making and creating these moments and putting you in the boots of the actual players themselves. I think one of the key things is the flexibility of it. You can take it anywhere. You could have a layover at an airport. You could be at home. You could be at the office. You can take this anywhere you want. and you can basically get in the game and play it there. The portability of the platform and the immersive nature of it really lends itself to us being able to put people in our game in a situation wherever they want to be, and they can play online with friends, they can play solo, and it really gives us that flexibility, being able to just have this device anywhere. So at Rezel, we've got experience in foot tracking, so as soon as that becomes available to a consumer, it'll be a flick of a switch for us. So the three key pillars that we kept to for our scoring system were accuracy, decision making, and timing. Well, we wanted to reward the player for that, and with our target system, you'll be hitting a certain size target in a certain area in moments, and we wanted the player to be rewarded not just for hitting the target before, but could they time it perfectly to make the perfect pass like it was on the day. With the target system, we wanted to make the timing of the pass really vital to you scoring the highest score possible. If you're slightly off on your timing, you'll get a lower score, but if you hit it bang on as if it was you were playing on the day, that pass you made, you passed all the players, you kind of got it through the crowd, and it led up to that final shot, then you'll get the maximum points. We've given a aim assist system in here, so what it allows us to do is we can have easy, medium and hard levels of aim assist, which will basically, you can go from grassroots level all the way up to pro level kind of play. So when you're playing, you'll have a little bit more help hitting that target with like easy, but if you get up to hard, you're pretty much playing it as if it was on the day, so your first touch better be good. It also leads into our kind of unlock system as well. Having your unlockables, for example, or any kind of achievement in there really rewards the player for the hard work that they've put into playing the game.
It's really like nothing else they'll have played before. They might have played other sports games, they might have never touched a sports game. I think what we've ensured in this is there's something for everyone across it. You don't have to be a sports fan to enjoy this game. Yeah, knowing the clubs, loving the Premier League, you're going to get an enhanced experience. But really, any gamer is going to love what we've got. We've got a lot of stuff to collect, you know, for the hoarders and the people who love collecting stuff in games. The game modes, really diverse. We've got like 5 different game modes, which we'll be building on and expanding, because obviously we're in early access. What we want to do is listen to the players. What we want to do is listen to the gamers, the sports fans, what they want in it as we develop. You know, I've been in the industry for a long time, games. I know if you don't listen to consumers, you're mad. You're completely mad. You've got to listen to what they want to develop. We play it every day. We're not just making something, putting it in a box and shipping it. We're playing and testing every level. As like, I've found muscles I didn't know I had testing the goalkeeping levels, you know, and we're testing every height, we're testing every reach. To me, the best time is like when you get all your family round, you know, when we all used to like, it'd be like the best boxing day ever, and you'd have everyone having a go at Wii Sport. This is where this game sits. You've got 5 matches on Boxing Day. Everyone's got a new headset for Christmas. You're going to all jump in and have a pop. You might all have different family members that are different fans. It lives in the living room, this game. Casting it to your TV. But then with the online modes, you can be doing head tennis with your mates. You can be doing co-op goalkeeping, or you can dig really deep, stand and watch how your mates play out the moments and score the goals. This is the kind of experience that we're bringing to you at home. It's a money can't buy experience usually, to stand on a football pitch and go on a stadium and score a goal. It's everyone's dream as a kid. It's tense, some of the passes, you know, but you get to learn, you get to make mistakes, and you get to enjoy it. But it's an adrenaline rush when you're in it, being in those moments, feeling how fast those passes are. Yeah, we've added in some assists at easier levels, so everyone can access it. But if you want to play it hard, it's exactly as those balls were played in that real game. I think the message is, there's so much detail gone into this. You know, there's so much work gone into it and passion gone into it. I think anyone that loves gaming is going to love it, but it's really going to go to the next level. This is allowing you to actually go on the pitch, to make a difference, to be a hero, to get closer to your hero, get closer to the Premier League.